Hi guys, so this is the Mavic Pro. Now I should have done a video on this a few months ago, but I was unable to due to studying, work commitments and other things tying up my life, mainly killing zombies once or twice, something like that. Anyway, this is the Mavic Pro. This is what I actually bought a few months ago. It's actually the bundle pack, so it doesn't just contain the drone, it contains the accessory, or the Fly More pack I think they called it. And I'll explain to you why I went for the Mavic over the Karma. If you're undecided about a drone, and bearing in mind it's now the 11th of June, it's coming up to about 4 o'clock, this video might help you to think this is better than the Karma or the upcoming DJI Spark that's due for release in the next couple of weeks. So watch this, give us some thoughts, so whether you think it's a good choice, bad choice, whether you would have gone for the Karma. So now I'm going to explain why I ended up with the Mavic Pro and I never went with the GoPro, even though I'm an enthusiast with the GoPro name and also the cameras, which have been very good. I wasn't convinced about the Karma. Now here's why. In September, GoPro finally announced their Karma. They done a keynote. Nick Woodman decided to go a bit, well, crazy in his keynote.
Oh! Karma! Karma is so much more than a drone!
So when somebody like that is trying to really push you and shout, Karma! Something's wrong. Something is wrong. Now, I'm not ever used a drone at that point, and I was in and on. I even spoke to a friend at work that had a Phantom 4, and I was kind of hoping that one day he might bring it down, show it to me, and I could have a good tryout. But I am denied about the Karma. I saw a few reviews on YouTube, but at the time they were like so-called pre-production. What was going on was that YouTubers had the drone, but behind the scenes was like a GoPro representative, and I think it was sort of like hiding the errors because it was a pre-production model. I think there were still issues with the software, but basically they were here out of scene. I think it was October the 23rd was the launch day. Come on to that in a minute. The week after, DJI released and announced their Mavic Pro. Now, when I saw the Karma over the Phantom 4, I initially thought, well, the Karma is portable, goes in a backpack. I heard stories about the Phantom 4 being so bulky and big that you had to have it in your backpack, and it was quite a lot of effort to carry it around. So the GoPro did tick the box for the portability. When I saw the Mavic Pro, I was blown away. Absolutely. I mean, the keynote was just amazing.
I like to just carry it on me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the DJI Mavic Pro.
So out of his pocket comes this bloody drone. I mean, something that you just fit in your hand. So, and when I heard about the tech specs, I mean, like it had sensors and intelligent flying. It had obstacle avoidance. Things I'm thinking, well, I didn't hear any of that in the keynote for GoPro. So what's the catch? So I waited to see what the reviews were like. October came. The GoPro customers who obviously pre-ordered it got their GoPros and off they flew in the air, and weeks later they came crashing down. Why? Well, basically on election night in November, GoPro did an immediate recall and they had to investigate the problem, which turned out to be a battery latch. And I think the Karma got re-released as a 2017 model. I think it was the 1st of February. Don't quote me on the date, but I believe it was the 1st of February. However, during October and February, DJI Mavic Pro was out. Everyone was loving it. I mean, the portability for me was great. I mean, it was so good that I actually did order it in January. And it was just taking the world by storm. Because Karma went off for its surgery to get this little clip fixed, and obviously Nick Woodman, the CEO of GoPro, had to try and explain what was going on. It really wasn't enough. When it came out, the one thing that keeps coming up to my mind was that it didn't seem to have all the features of the Mavic Pro. So like there was no sensors, no built-in camera, no obstacle avoidance, no precision landing. And the one thing that I did notice in these Karma videos was that the drone would go like this. It would just drift all the time. So that made me pre-order the Mavic Pro, which is why it's here. So I'll show you what's inside that. But that's an insight as to why I never went down the GoPro. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. I'm absolutely loving the Mavic Pro. Okay, so the first thing that you get is this bag. Now, honestly, this bag is actually quite useful for your drone and obviously your remote control. It's got slots for the SD cards as well. It is small, it's compact, to give you an idea. But I don't think I'm going to use that. I don't think that's going to be much use for myself. This is the box for the Mavic Pro. The Mavic Pro is currently out of this at the moment, but that gives you an idea of what the box looks like. I'm not going to chuck this down. And then you've got the so-called Fly combo set as well. Now in this, I'll be honest with you as well, I forgot to tell you, when I got this, I never opened this up. I never actually realised that there were 2 extra batteries. So you get 3 batteries in total. You also get the intelligent charging hub. So you can literally charge 4 batteries, if you've got 4 batteries, intelligently on the go as well. And to make life even easier, I haven't used this yet, but you've also got a car charger as well. As I mentioned, you've got your battery. So if you want to take your batteries with you, you also get more propellers. I mean, I haven't needed them, but to have them is just ideal. Another battery, again, we'll stick that there. Battery to power bank adapter. So I've not used that either. So that's still on the box. So that's the empty box there. But honestly, for what you get for the overall money, and I know it is a lot of money, it's £1,359. Yes, it's a lot, but is it worth it? Yes. So my drone and batteries and chargers are all in this bag. So this is what I take now. This goes in my bag absolutely fine. Tons of pockets. And so the drone itself is this. So I mean, I'm trying to give you an idea here, but here's the controller against the drone. I mean, what DJI have done here is nothing short of incredible. Absolutely incredible. Arms out, arms out, arms down, arms down. And even in my view, this is still smaller and more portable. I mean, the propellers fold up. For Christ's sake, you just cannot get anything smaller. At this time we're doing this video, apart from the DJI Spark, which is due out shortly, this is the ultimate portable 4K drone that I've ever seen in my life. And to have sensors at the bottom, at the front, and GoPro's got nothing. The Karma has no sensors whatsoever. I mean, I'm absolutely shocked. I mean, no sensors. I mean, the Karma has no built-in camera. Yes, I know you've got to end up having the GoPro Hero 4 or 5, but I have noticed on their website they seem to be promoting the 5 more than the Hero 4 to use with it. No obstacle avoidance. I mean, look, the sensors here. No, there's no intelligent flight landing. The tripod mode that I've seen on YouTube, people have questioned that, so that seems odd. And also the so-called drifting. Again, look online. I mean, I'm not making any of this up. I've bought this drone with my own cash, so I'm not paid by DJI to promote it. But I mean, my goodness, if somebody was to go back in time and see me as a kid back in 1980 and said that this thing would be out, I just wouldn't believe it. But it's just absolutely incredible. Let me show you the controller. Okay, arms out. For you can fit any phone on here. I've got mine set up for an iPhone 6. the antennas. I mean, just incredible, absolutely incredible. I think the GoPro Karma remote control is a lot more bigger as well. I quite like this because you've got you can put a smartphone there or an iPad and simply have the view of the camera, so you get like a bird's eye view of what you see on the camera, and you can still fly this. But I'll show you this in a separate video when I go outside in a minute. Okay, so everything's set. It's quite windy at the moment, so the bag with everything in it. So drone, so arm out, one arm down, one arm down. Controller, iPhone. So drone is ready. I was in a no-fly zone. I've just currently unlocked it, and here we go. And just look how steady it is. It's absolutely, I mean, I'm not touching the controller. I'm not touching it, but I am now. So as of recording this video now, June 2017, the DJI Spark will be coming out. That's a 1080p drone, and it is going to be small. I'm going to look at getting that. Okay, so bottom line is expect a review on that as soon as I possibly can. But thank you very much for watching this. If you've got any comments about this, whether you would have gone for the Karma or the Mavic, I'd love to know why, because I'm not dissing GoPro, but I am simply making a point that the build-up, the hype, and the length of time it's taken for this Karma to appear, I have to say that technically it's a disappointment. It needs its own camera. I fully get that. I know you get a gimbal as well, a noisy gimbal at that, but I just feel that GoPro have missed something. So their second or third generation attempt may come with one sensor. I mean, give us one for Christ's sake. But if you think that I've been a bit too biased, then let us know in the comments. Personally, I don't think I have. As I've told you, I've paid for this myself. So any comments below. If you loved the video, please smash that like button, because that's always appreciated, and it gives me feedback as whether I'm doing something right or wrong. Until the next time, I'll see you on the very next video.